20 flipping degrees out right now. And I think it's, I don't know, I think it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Didn't have the big snowstorm that they were calling for. What, Saturday night into Sunday, we got more of a dusting than anything. But it got cold. It wasn't near as windy as they said either. It's gonna be cold the next couple days and a little bit of a warm up, but nothing big. Made a turkey yesterday just for kicks. Brought down all the scraps down to the cats. Got a turkey neck laying over here on the floor. Buddy took that from the cats a few minutes ago. He doesn't like to share. I gotta get this coat off. And I've already been down here 2 or 3 hours working on the Bronco this morning. Put this door on. I'm not gonna shut it right now. I got my welding stuff running through the door here. But I'd been worried about this door not closing, not fitting right with the rocker on there. I put the rocker on there. I thought I had it where it needed to go. I was like 99% sure. Never did fit the door on it. I've kind of been afraid to ever since. This morning was the morning though, and I mounted that door on there, and lo and behold, it fits darn near perfectly. I was more than relieved with that. And if you've been watching my videos, I did mount the driver's door when I put the rocker on, and it fits good. So we're all set on this. I was really afraid I was going to have to cut this all back apart and redo it. But no, it fits pretty good. And this morning, haven't got a whole heck of a lot done, or at least it doesn't look like it, but I've been welding this piece in, and I'm going to need to make something for down here. What are you doing, buddy? Somebody taking your turkey? Oh yeah, you don't want the cat to have it, do you? You don't want it either, so let the cat have it. Anyway, I need to make, like I've said before, I need to make that piece over there a little bit down below. And to be honest, I'm not sure how all this ties together down here, but I will get it all sealed up one way or another. But what a pain. These pieces are all have about 1 million different angles and curves and everything else on them. And I don't do this every day, so not used to fitting things in quite like that, but I'll get her done. I'll get her done. And no, the welds aren't real pretty. They're just spot weld after spot weld after spot weld. So I'll come in here and grind these down, just like on these patches. You're never going to see them anyway, so it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be solid and strong. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Once I get the inside corners in here all done and tied together, come back here, start doing this rear sill that I keep speaking of. And hopefully I've got that built up in my head so it's going to be worse than it actually is. That's how a lot of things turn out sometimes. I do have the body mounts to put in back here. Might as well do that while I rip that thing out of there. They're up there, right up there on the shelf, I believe. I think I have 2 sets of them. So that's what's going on at the moment, and I'm going to keep welding away on that. Still need to fix this hole over here too. So the valve on my tank, that's that, now it's not doing it. That's that noise you've been hearing in the background. I don't know why it does that. If you know why it does that, comment down below. There we go. Sometimes it does it, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes if I shut the valve and open it back up, it'll stop. Everything seems to be working okay. I don't know why it does it. So I got sidetracked a little bit. This piece has been bothering me ever since I took the quarter panels off. I had one guy tell me don't take this off, but then another guy that I know and I trust, and he just replaced some quarter panels on a Bronco, said, yeah, you need to get this out of here. So I drilled all the spot welds out. There's a little piece of metal holding it on here. I got that off, and it's still stuck back here. Got a fan going in the background helping to circulate the air around in here. It's still attached right back here. I think somehow. Not exactly sure what's holding it. Looks like the spot welds are all drilled. Might be that bottom one. Or it may just be wedged in between here. I'm not sure. Got it. I have no idea why they had to put 7 spot welds up inside there. Seems like a little overkill. It's kind of strange how they do it too. They aren't even evenly spaced apart. There's just like 3 that are almost connected together, and then you got 3 kind of spread out. And then 1 clear down here at the end. Whatever. Anyway, there was somebody several months ago, and I was asking if anybody knew how to remove that little section there, because couldn't get to it because of this setup in there like that, so you couldn't get up past this to drill them out or anything. So I took that part off, and then I drilled the spot welds out, pulled it off of there, and no idea why they were saying not to take it off. Come over and look at this fender, and that's the lip right there that goes up in there. The only problem is I have no idea how I would ever get up in there to spot weld that, but I imagine I can spot weld it or connect it somehow so it's it'll be fine. So anyway, got that off. Need to get the one off the other side. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to continue working on the floor, or not the floor, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, the corners. I'll continue working on these corners, and I'm just not going to show all this because it is monotonous, time consuming. I probably won't get it done today, and just doesn't make for that good of a video. Kind of like doing the floor up there, but by golly, she's coming along. At least we're making a little progress on it. And I'm really happy that this door fit. I really was afraid I was going to have to cut this out and redo it because I was just stupid and didn't hang the door before I started welding all that in place. I thought I knew right where it needed to go, and apparently, luckily, I was right. So that's all good, and I think I'll just leave the door on there for now so it's not sitting down here in the way and might get knocked over and stuff. Hopefully in the next video I'll have these corners all welded in, and we're going to be hacking away on the rear sill. And somehow we will figure out how to do that. I want to get that done, because once we get that done and everything all solidified back here, we can get some quarter panels on this thing. And just for kicks, I do want to clean the frame up on this the best that I can. We're not doing a frame off restoration here, but I've got this OSFO, and I'm just going to spray some on the frame here, and in my next video I'll show you what it looks like after it sat for a little while. Actually, what I need to do is come in here and needle scale this first and then spray this, but I'm just going to do a little spot. I actually like the smell of this stuff. But it can be pretty irritating just breathing it in and also on your skin. So if you're going to use that, be careful. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what it is. OSPHO, O-S-P-H-O. Prepares rusted surfaces for painting. What's it supposed to do is turn iron oxide into iron phosphate. And I use that on the frame of my green truck. I let it soak for about a week. I'd come out every night and spray it down, and Then the next day I do the same thing. Did that for about a week, and frame on that truck looks pretty darn good. One other thing, my wife brought these home, and there's safety glasses that have lights on them. I thought it was kind of goofy at first, but I tell you what, I used those just a little bit ago when I was taking that little piece off so I could see back up in behind there. Darn things worked real good. These things pivot around. They're made by 3M. I'll try to link these down in the description as well. I really like these. The lights don't bother you when you're wearing them, and then you always have light right where you're looking. Anyway, I'll link both of these down below. This for sure, I'll try to link those down below. So that's where we're at on the Bronco right now. Just a quick little update for you. Making progress. Didn't do a lot over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Did do that little horseshoe project. My wife's friend had a birthday and she wanted me to make her some things out of horseshoes. So if you haven't seen that video, it's the one before this one, go check it out. View count's down on that video a little bit, but people that have watched it seem to like it. Just a quick little project over the holidays. And I do want to mention, if you have a license plate for the license plate wall, or anything else you want to send in the Fox shop, address is down below. Also a link down there for t-shirts, hoodies, channel stickers, that kind of thing. It's down there as well. And if you want to see more Bronco stuff, head over to Central Oregon Shenanigans. They're working on a 78 Bronco. They're having some problems of their own, but I think they're getting them straightened out, more engine problems than anything. They'll get her going, either that or they'll just toss that engine out and throw a new one in it. I'll link their channel down below as well, and also on the end screen. Central Oregon Shenanigans, James and Kyle, go check them out. And I know I'm not moving along fast enough on the Bronco for some of you, but like I've said, this stuff just takes a long time. And I do have other things going on in my life. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. It's almost time for the fun to begin with the Bronco, so I want to get this stuff taken care of. So with that being said, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.